Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lifesaver number 12, back here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. And today I got a new deck that I made. It's actually, it's very expensive. So what I got here, what this really focuses on is the spirits, and the new cards from the DD Tower. So yeah, let's get right onto it. So no extra deck. It's a 25 card deck. And sorry if I'm acting like really sick or yeah. It's a 25 card deck. I know it's 25, but yeah, it's a 25 card deck. So what I have here is Azure Priest. What this does is that it can attack as many times as many times as it has on the opponent's side. So if they have 3, this card can attack 3 times. During the end phase, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Okay, yeah, that's what it means. It's 4-star, 1700, good card, and it has to be returned to the hand during the end phase, and that's what all spirit monsters do. What we have here next is one of the new cards from the DD Tower, Gishki or Aerial. So what this does is it's a flip effect. So you can add one gishki monster from your deck to your hand. It's a really good search card. Yeah, I got 2 of these. I was gonna add 3, but yeah. I got Sousa Soldier. What this does is that this card, what this card does, so if it battles a monster and pretend it's a 2000, so if it's battling like a monster that has like 1800 attack, they do that, and then instead of taking 200, it's 100 because of its effect, and it has to turn back to the hand. Now here are the other 2 Gishki monsters I have here. So what I have is Gishki Natalia. What this does is that it brings back one Gishki related spirit monster, or not, Gishki in its name back to your hand, so that you can bring back Gishki Aerial and Gishki Emilia back to your hand. So yeah, that's what it does. One Gishki monster in your hand, from your graveyard target one Gishki monster in your graveyard, turn that target to the top of your deck. For some reason it brought to my hand. Must be a glitch or something. So I have like 2 of those. Yeah, 2 of those. And I also have 2 Gishki Emilias. So what this does is that negates all trap card effects on the field until the end phase, and you must control another Gishki monster to activate and to resolve this effect. It's a good card. Next here is Shinobird Crane. What this does is that once per turn, if another spirit monster is normal summoned or special summoned while this monster is on the field, you can draw 1 card. Once per turn during the end phase, this card was normal summoned or flip summoned, face up this turn, return it to the hand. And then I have 2 of those. I have 3 bubonic bourbons because just so that I can thin out my deck and get my monsters and stuff like that. Next year I have just like solid 1800, solid 1800, so that I can just stay on the field and just protect my life points, since all my cards are like gonna go back to my hand. And this card relates to the mostly the Shinobird Crane. What this does is that it gives you 500 attack, or your monsters gain 500 attack and defense. If face up, one monster you control returns to your hand, like the Shinobird Crane. You can add 1 spirit monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. And yeah. So yeah, sorry, I just had to pause there for a second. Just as I was saying, spirit monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, and yeah. Oh yeah, and I use this card so that it worked with my spirit monsters, and so that I can search for my other spirit monsters that I have. Now here is mostly the main card that I use of this deck. So only equipped to a spirit monster. The equipped monster does not have to have its effect that returns to the equipped monster does not have to have its effect that returns it to the hand activated. If it would be destroyed by battle, destroy this card instead. So this card this card is equipped to like a Shinnerbird Crane or like a Sousa Soldier, and some monster attacks that monster. This card is practically like a bodyguard. So yeah, it just takes its place, and instead of losing your Sousa Soldier, you lose your Mirror of Yada. So I have 2 of those, which are really good. Keep my monster on the field, and protecting it too. So, enemy controller. It's one of those most main cards that have been used. At least every person has it, mostly. So, activate one of these effects. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. And tribute one monster. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that target until the end phase. So I have 2 of those, which are really good for protecting my life points and taking control. Now, Orb of Yasaka, equip only to a spirit monster. When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. When the equipped monster you control is returned to the graveyard, or returned to the hand, and this card is sent to the graveyard, return this card to your hand. So, if this card is attached to Azure Priest, and it attacks a face down, attack position, face up, defense position, and it destroys it. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I've never even tried that before. And this card attacks pretend gishki aerial. It attacks, and you gain 1,000 life points because of this effect. And when it returns to the hand, you get to get this card to your hand too. Same with Sword of Kusanagi. Equip only to spirit monster during battle. When it attacks a defense position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of the equipped monster, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent. When the equipped monster you control is returned to the hand, and this card is sent to the graveyard, turn this card to your hand. So it's practically you deal damage either way, in which position. So Tiki Soul is another good card. It's like protecting my life points. Special summon this card as an effect monster, rock type, light, level 4, 1,000 attack, 1,800 defense. This card is also still a trap card, which can be really handy at a time, and really handy as like a regular monster. While this card is an effect monster, if another trap card you control that is a monster would be destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to your graveyard, you can set it in the spell or trap card zone instead. Wow, that's a really good card. I'm just going to talk about it anyways. Embodiment of Apophis. It's like the same thing, but this one isn't. Okay, let me just talk. During either player's main phase, special summon this card as a normal monster, reptile type, earth, L4, 1,600 attack, and 1,800 defense. This card is also still a trap card. It's like this, but this one's, in my case, better. Floodgate Trap Hole. This is one of the most best cards that I like playing. It's like when your opponent summons a monster, change that monster to face down defense position. Monsters change to face down defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions. Yeah, it's like good. It's like, are you joking? Now, Wall of Disruption, most of you guys have seen me play this card. When opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack for each monster they control. So if they have like 3, they lose 2400. So if they control 3 monsters on the field, and you play this card, they lose 2400 attack points. It's a good card. And I also use Last Gamble. You guys have seen me use that on the 6 Samurai deck. Oh yeah, sponsored that video. Got like a crap ton of videos or views. Thank you guys for putting so many views on that video. And if you want me to, and that is it for the thing. Oh yeah, Last Gamble too. I think I already said that. So if you guys want me to put this in a, what do you call it, battle video, like I did for 6 Samurai, I use this deck. It's pretty good. So if you guys want me to do a video about that, hit the like button down below, put comments down below, hit the notification button until it rings, and also hit the subscribe button in the face until it bleeds. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you.